It's your boy JJ Domination, and yeah, I haven't done a video in a while. I think it's been almost 2 weeks since I've done a video, and I'm gonna explain why. Like, nothing's wrong with me, nothing's happened, to me or anything. The reason that is, it's pretty simple. It's a basic principle. If you don't like doing something, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, don't do it. I mean, it's that simple. I really don't play Madden 20 a whole lot, to be honest. The games that I've been playing have all been on the PlayStation 3, really. I've been playing a lot of NCAA 14, been playing some Madden 12. I think the only times I've hopped on my PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 was to play NBA 2K19. Like, I'm just not really having a blast with any of the new games or newer games like Madden 20, NBA 2K20, Fortnite. I mean, Warzone I kind of play, but I really only play with friends, and I haven't even done that in a long time. To me, it's just pretty simple. Like, if you don't have fun doing something, don't do it. I mean, believe it or not, you will relieve a lot of stress just not doing it. So there is one thing, though, that I was doing the last time I hopped on this game that I just wanted to share with you guys. It's not even, like, finished. It's not perfect. But I will show you guys something that I've been doing. So if you go here to, like, load and delete files, I haven't made it public yet because it's something I'm working on. But it's got a weird name to it. I don't even know why I named it My NCAA 21JJD, but that's what I named it. So I'm going to show you guys basically what I've been doing on this roster real quick. So what we're going to do is, as they continue to promote Ultimate Team, no thank you. I'm not a pay-to-win sellout. So let's go ahead and go to Manage Rosters, and I'll show you guys what I've been doing. So right here, as you can see for the Packers, no Aaron Rodgers, no Zadarius Smith. This is a all-Wisconsin team, and yes, this guy's from Nebraska because there's no punter in the NFL from Wisconsin. So I made an all-Wisconsin team. Ignore Jordan Love, he's not going to play. But yeah, I've made like basically an all-Wisconsin team. That's one of the teams that I have here. And it's not 100% perfect, but it's like the closest thing we can get to have like a complete roster of players who, guys who have played either within the area or Wisconsin. If there was not enough players to fill in that position, then we just got guys that were regional, guys that were close. So that's the roster pretty much for, like, the Green Bay Packers. It's Wisconsin. The Panthers is Clemson, so you have DeAndre Hopkins, Grady Jarrett, Deshaun Watson. I moved T. Higgins to tight end, goes up to an 82 overall. By the way, it's a combination of someone else's rosters with all the new rookies and like my own little thing. You got like Mike Williams, Sammy Watkins, Isaiah Simmons. So, like, this roster is pretty cool. What's another good example? The Saints are LSU, of course. Jamal Adams, Tyrann Mathieu, OBJ, Danielle Hunter, Andrew Whitworth, Trey White, Patrick Peterson, Deion Jones. This whole team is LSU. I moved Tyrann Mathieu to free safety, or else our options wouldn't have been as good. So yeah, like, the Saints are LSU. I'm gonna just continue to show you guys like what I've been working on. I made the Titans Alabama. I wasn't gonna make a Tennessee team, so I decided to use Alabama for that because they already had Derrick Henry. So we got Julio, Amari Cooper, Eddie Jackson, Marlon Humphrey, Dante Hightower, Kareem Jackson, Mark Ingram, Josh Jacobs, Micah Fitzpatrick, CJ Mosley, Calvin Ridley. Just a ton of like really good players, obviously, and it makes sense because Alabama produces a ton of pro players. Then we get, I think it's the Browns. Yeah, the Browns are the Ohio State team. Got Mike Thomas, Ezekiel Elliott, Cam Hayward, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Malcolm Jenkins, Denzel Ward, Marshawn Lattimore, Andrew Norwell. We have a roster of like all Ohio State players, and then when you get to, I'm trying to remember how I had the teams. The Dolphins I'm going to eventually turn into Miami. I think that's something I'm thinking about. The Falcons are all UGA, so you have Nick Chubb, AJ Green, Geno Atkins, Justin Houston, Todd Gurley, David Andrews, Roquan Smith, Matt Stafford. Ben Jones, who I had to move the guard to help out with the overall. Benjamin Watson, I don't think he's actually an 80 overall in the game, but on this person's roster, they, you know, had him retired in like a 12 overall, so I tried my best to replicate the ratings without actually having the ratings in my face. I had to move Rashawn Jones to corner because Georgia doesn't have a ton of active corners. And then for the Jaguars, I decided to make them Florida, and I did cheat a little bit because Cam Newton, of course, went to Auburn, but as you guys know, he started his career at Florida with Tim Tebow before transferring, or whatever ended up happening to him. I'm going to make the Detroit Lions the all-Michigan team, so like don't be alarmed by Matt Ryan being here. And let me just go through the rosters real quick. Is there any other team that I kind of modified and made into a college team? I think I might have hit on them all, but yeah, there's the All-Ohio State team. I might have hit on them all, but I was just kind of curious. Did I make any other teams? I don't think so. But yeah, it's just a dope little side project I was doing before I stopped uploading. I was trying to make these rosters to represent all active players that played at a particular college. It's hard to do because the NFL is more spread out than you think. So the fact that I have like 6 or 7 teams already made is crazy. Thinking about doing a Michigan team, maybe a Miami team. So honestly, I don't really enjoy playing this game, but I do want to share this roster with like my subscribers, my friends. So it will be public when it's done. So that way, like, you can just pick it up and play and kind of, I know there's a ton of UGA fans like myself, but I'm not a Falcons fan, but I put the UGA roster on here. I didn't really mess with the numbers or anything, so if you want to make them their college number or whatever, you can do that. For example, I just haven't, like, looked deep into that yet, but you can do that if you want. That's what the roster will be for. I had to move guys around because, like, to different positions because, like, that college right now, in terms of active players, just doesn't have enough guys. So hopefully that makes sense. If you see a guy that in real life is a wide receiver, but I moved him to tight end, like, for example, T. Higgins, that's probably because they didn't have many options. Like, here, I'll show you the tight end options. Jordan Leggett was literally it. I even moved Deion Kane to tight end. He went up to a 74. I think he was like a 67 before. But yeah, they got a stacked receiving corps, as you can see. Unfortunately, because of Madden, you know, like if you're on IR or you're not instated into the league or whatever, you're still going to have that injury reserve. So you can't use Martavius Bryant, and you can't use, I think I ended up, no, I didn't, Antonio Callaway. Like, you can't use them, right? So that's kind of the thing that sucks, really, but hopefully you guys enjoyed these rosters. And to be honest, the only reason I haven't uploaded on YouTube again, if you're not having fun with something, like playing this game, for example, don't do it. It's that simple. It's like when people who get on Fortnite all the time, they're like, oh my god, this game fucking sucks, blah blah blah, this game is trash, and they keep playing it. Don't play it. If you don't like it, don't play it. If you don't have fun playing the game, don't play it. It's pretty simple. I don't really play Madden 20 like that, but the only thing I've been doing on my downtime is I'll listen to music, and I'm putting together these rosters, and I'll make them public once I'm done with it, but it's something I kind of do here and there. I'm not just on Madden all the time. I just do it here or there, and I'll make them public to my subscribers, my friends. I'll probably do an update video to this, but also real life, guys. Real life. Even with coronavirus going on, I'm still, like, accomplishing the things that I've been looking to accomplish. I have a big opportunity. I can't really tell you guys about it right now until it actually happens, because I'm not one of those guys that just gasses up what I'm doing and then it fires back in my face. But I do have a cool opportunity potentially in the weights, something that will be a little time consuming as well. It's flexible, but it's time consuming. And you also got to think I'm a part-time student, you know, in college or whatever, doing online school, so it's really time consuming. This YouTube stuff it's something that I originally wanted to do for fun, but to be honest, I'm not really having a ton of fun doing it, and a lot of it is because I'm not a fan of the game in its current state. And also Madden 21's coming out, and I think June 1st they'll be dropping like a little preview, a little snippet of like small vague details, but I'll believe it when I see it, you know, in terms of the game getting better. And maybe I'll come back around to doing it. But if you are like my friend on Facebook or whatever, I know Facebook, like, to some people is like a boomer app or whatever, but if you are my friend on Facebook, then you know that I go live once a week. I go live either every Saturday or every Sunday. Just depends. I go live once every weekend. And we talk about all sorts of stuff that we don't have to fit into some YouTube algorithm. So that's a lot of fun as well. But, you know, yeah, I figured I'd give you guys the proper update. And hopefully you guys enjoy. And peace out, I guess, for a while, maybe. I don't know. But see you around eventually.